Hey guys, this is Spartacus here, and yesterday was the worldwide reveal for Call of Duty Vanguard's multiplayer, and I did upload a video covering all the weapons, all the perks, and all the kill streaks that are going to be available in the beta coming out this month, and I also talked about extra information that we learned during the live stream as well as the new Warzone map. So if you guys have not checked out that video, there should be a card on screen or maybe a link in the description. I'll take you right to it, but in today's video I'm going to be talking about extra information we learned during the worldwide reveal that I didn't mention in that video, such as remade maps like Castle and Dome from World at War. These maps have never been remade before, and during the multiplayer trailer we got a little bit of snippets of gameplay of these remade maps, and I remember watching the gameplay trailer and I'm like, holy smokes, these are World at War maps. Like, I instantly knew it. I'm just like, there's no way they're a different map. And yeah, sure enough, we're getting Castle and Dome as remade maps during the launch of Call of Duty Vanguard, which is so cool to see. And I'll actually share some gameplay right now of the map Castle from World at War. Unfortunately, I don't have any Dome gameplay saved from a long time ago, but yeah, this is really exciting. I'm one of those people who did not experience World at War during its prime, and so it'll be a good little taste to actually play these maps in Vanguard, even though Vanguard is of course going to play a lot differently than World at War. But it's so cool nonetheless that we're getting these maps to become remade. I'm not a huge advocate when it comes to remade maps. I would love to see like just straight up original maps, and this is something I actually argued before the multiplayer reveal, because they did announce we're getting 20 maps at launch. 16 of them are going to be the core multiplayer experience, and I did ask myself, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in previous videos, that how many of these core multiplayer maps are going to be remade maps? Like, is it going to be one? Is it going to be two? And sure enough, 2 of the 16 are going to be remade maps from World at War, which are Dome and Castle, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because if they were remade maps from World War II, I would have been like, oh great, so we're only getting 14 original maps. But since they're remaking World at War maps that have never been remade before after what, 13 years, then I think it's still a good step in the right direction, because I think it's long overdue for having remade World at War maps such as Castle and Dome. The other thing I want to talk about in this video is an FOV slider, because it is coming to console, which is something we were very skeptical about, because based on credible leakers such as the Modern Warfare 2 Ghost over on Twitter, he's been saying countless times that the FOV slider is not going to be available in the beta, and so we just didn't know if it was going to be available at launch. And so during the actual multiplayer reveal live stream, it was confirmed that we will be getting an FOV slider for console when the full game comes out, but it doesn't look like it's going to be available in the beta, which seems a little odd to me. And another thing people are pointing out, that in the screenshot we see of this FOV slider, that it says only for multiplayer, and it's very possible that when it comes to creating your own settings in Vanguard, maybe it's different settings throughout the different modes you played: campaign, multiplayer, and zombies, and so maybe you just have to adjust settings for each of those modes. But it's never been like that in previous Call of Duty games. Once you adjust your settings, then it's just set like that forever, you know, that you made your account settings, you know, and it doesn't matter what game mode you play. And it's very possible that the build they were using to show this screenshot only had multiplayer attached, so it's very possible that an FOV slider will be available on, I guess, campaign and zombies. But I think people's biggest concern is that we're not going to be getting an FOV slider for Warzone, which will be a huge missed opportunity for them. I don't see why they can't add an FOV slider to console when it comes to Warzone, and it's very possible they have to like really hard code it in, and so they might have to build the game from scratch to encode it or something. I don't know. I feel like that's not actually how it works. I don't know anything about game development, and so I know a lot of people are a little upset that we haven't heard anything if an FOV slider is coming to console for Warzone specifically. But nonetheless, we are getting it for console, which is awesome, which is a huge deal breaker for me, and another reason which I'll mention here in a second. But I was really debating on whether or not I should buy this game on console or PC, because I have been playing on PC pretty much like this whole summer, and I've been really enjoying my time on it. However, if by playing on console, it's a lot easier for me to record gameplay, just because I use the Elgato capture card software program, which has like the flashback feature, and it just makes it so much easier for me. But PC does have a lot of really convenient features, such as the FOV slider, and additional features such as being able to have this overlay on your screen to see what your packet loss, your latency is, and your frames per second. But apparently that option there is also going to be available on console as well. So now on console you can have this overlay to see what your packet loss and your latency is, just like you can on PC. So instead of like having to press the start button and going over to like a different tab to see what your latency is, you can just see it right away, just having an overlay on your screen on console, which which is a huge convenience for me personally. And so it seems like there's a lot of PC stuff, like a lot of PC settings that are always been exclusive to PC are now actually moving over to console. And so I think I'm just going to play on my Series X now. You know, I haven't really been using it that much lately, and I love actually using it when I do play on it. And so I think I'm going to take advantage with Vanguard on my Series X this year instead of buying it on my PC. And so that's just a huge deal breaker for me. So I've already decided that I'm going to buy this game on my Series X instead of my PC. I just don't really see a point of switching over to PC full time right now. Also considering that I don't have a lot of storage on my PC, so I can't actually have a lot of games downloaded at once, which is really unfortunate. Whereas my Xbox Series X, I kind of can in a way. So yeah, anyway, those are the biggest things I wanted to mention here in this video, talking about the FOV slider, talking about those certain overlay options you can have in game, and of course the remade maps of Castle and Dome coming back to Vanguard's multiplayer. So anyway, I hope you guys found this video helpful and informative. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Call of Duty videos every single day. Yes, you guys, I upload every day, so make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications every time a video goes live. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall catch you guys later.